On today's That Park Place Daily Countdown, while the Marvels bombs, Iman Vellani classes up the joint. Epic Universe has a shockingly soon performer audition date. Would you tune in for Elon Musk, the movie? Cobra Kai might have just cast its ultimate villain, and Universal says they don't want your fingerprints anymore, they want your face. All that on today's That Park Place. Good morning and welcome to That Park Place, the show where we go through entertainment, streaming, video games, and theme parks every single day with a daily countdown. I am Jonas J. Campbell, and with me, as always, in Vash Sky, and we have an invader. WDW Pro is here with us. Pro, what are you doing here?
Well, I'm attempting to be more popular than the Marvels, which, by the way, is as simple as getting out of bed.
I like to think that we're all more popular than the Marvels, aren't we?
Achievement achieved.
The reason that we have the boss man here is we have a big announcement coming for That Park Place that is happening today at 4 p.m. If you're watching this on Monday the 20th at 4 p.m. over on the WDW Pro channel, we've got something big coming that we're not going to announce it now, but you better tune in there for that. Pro, is it going to be big?
We intend to be the premier place for pop culture news and analysis. And folks, we believe we're going to earn your belief that that's happening today at 4 p.m. Eastern Time on the Pro channel. And then also on That Park Place right here. We'll return tomorrow morning to talk more about what is happening. You don't want to miss it for not 1 second.
All right, so let's get to our contributors for all the news that should be fun.
Number 1.
Hey, it's me, Jonas J. Campbell from That Park Place. Today, we're talking about a story out of The Hollywood Reporter. The Marvel star Iman Vellani isn't concerned with box office discussion. That's for Bob Iger. This by Ryan Gajewski. We're mostly going to this for the quote from Iman Vellani. She was asked about the box office for the Marvels, and she had this incredibly wise response here. She says, "I don't want to focus on something that's not even in my control because what's the point?" said Vellani, who plays Kamala Khan in the feature. That's for Bob Iger. What an incredibly healthy response this young starlet has. The majority opinion on this actress is that she's one of the bright spots in a film that is not very good. In fact, she kind of reminds me of the older days when Jennifer Lawrence was that new starlet and everybody was doing all those hashtag relatable videos talking about her on the red carpets, tripping in those fancy dresses, or looking so starstruck when she would run into people like Jack Nicholson. And of course, going over to Deadline, it looks like Armando Tinoco has a story where he says that the Hunger Games star Rachel Zegler recalls meeting Jennifer Lawrence and jokingly wanting to strangle her for the photo. We're not even going to read the story, but thinking about Jennifer Lawrence and the way that she used to be perceived and the way that she's perceived now and the way that Rachel Zegler is perceived, I hope that Iman Vellani has a long career of making these kind of diplomatic statements that no one can really fault her for making. The question is, of course, whether or not the young Miss Marvel star has now threaded the needle on how to react to being in one of the biggest box office bombs in history. This in the same year that Indiana Jones 5 came out. Do you think she did it? Let us know in the comments below.
Number 2.
Hello, this is Lorena of the Lorena Creole YouTube channel, keeping it real when it comes to theme parks. And speaking of keeping it real, Universal is holding internal auditions for positions at their upcoming Epic Universe Park. Coming to us from Universal Parks News today, Universal Orlando Resort has posted an internal casting call for performers to work at Epic Universe, their third theme park scheduled to open in the summer of 2025. Universal is accepting team member submissions for the following performers and skills: actors, drummers, actor/musician, puppeteers, dancers, singers, and animated show atmosphere performers. The submission deadline is midnight Eastern on November 22nd, 2023. So that is coming up quite fast. So does hearing about these internal auditions that Universal Orlando is having for Epic Universe make you even more excited for the Epic Universe Park to open? Let us know in the comments.
Number 3.
Presenting the great Space Daddy, Elon Musk, the tech titan of Tesla and the spaceman of SpaceX. He's now getting the Hollywood treatment. A24, known for unique films, is developing a Musk biopic, and director Darren Aronofsky is on board. So let's see what all of this is about. Hi folks, it's CC here for That Park Place, inspired by a Hollywood Reporter story from Eaton Blessing. It looks like A24 has secured the rights to Walter Isaacson's new biography of Musk, which lays bare his fascinating life for all to see. It even gets personal, exploring his South African upbringing and his parents, particularly his engineer father and supermodel mother. Isaacson spent 2 years shadowing Musk, capturing his journey from Tesla's electric cars to SpaceX's rocket launches. Now, Musk's life story is hitting the big screen, thanks to the same writer that brought Steve Jobs' tale to life. But the details of this Musk film remain a well-kept secret, leaving us all in a form of suspense. Elon Musk is certainly a whirlwind of innovation, risk, and ambition, so there is a lot to cover. Will Aronofsky's vision do justice to a larger-than-life entrepreneur? And will we see shades of a personal or romantic life? And how many people here are actually looking forward to liftoff for this film in cinemas? Are you interested in seeing this film? Let us know down in the comments section below.
Number 4.
Hello everybody, Tommy Tables here, and today I'll be waxing on about Karate Kid news. That's right, I'm talking about Cobra Kai, the little series that could, and it is unbelievably entering its 6th and final season. I mean, that is wild. I remember when it first popped up on YouTube and it just took off like a shot in the dark. It has been scooped up by Netflix and now it is a global phenomenon, and it is coming to an end, unfortunately. Per Deadline, C.S. Lee has been cast as an iconic Karate Kid character. Now, which one is that? Why, it's none other than Master Kim Sun-young, and unfortunately, it looked like Deadline spelled his name wrong here. It should actually be Y-U-N-G, but I digress. Now, Master Kim Sun-young is the antithesis, the nemesis, per se, of Mr. Miyagi. He was the one who created the martial arts style called Tang Soo Do. And that might seem a little bit counterintuitive in a series about karate. However, Tang Soo Do is a real martial art. It is developed in Korea, and it was based on karate, and it's what Taekwondo eventually evolved into. However, Master Kim Sun-young's Tang Soo Do was a bit more dark. The brutal / dirty fighting way, which transformed from the way of the open hand into the way of the fist, a style with no mercy and no honor, and making sure to defeat one's enemy by any means necessary, and basically what Cobra Kai originally was. He was also the trainer of Captain George Turner, John Kreese, and Terry Silver. He was their sensei. How this will be handled is a good question, because according to the Deadline article, he's dead. He's not around anymore. And so it's very, very likely that C.S. Lee will be appearing in flashback form. So we'll see where this all goes, but even Deadline calls him the antithesis of Mr. Miyagi. Anyway, leave us your thoughts down below. Let us know how you think he's going to be appearing in the series. Will he be a flashback? Will he be a ghost? Will he be an alternate reality version of himself? Give us your comments down below.
Number 5.
Vash Sky here with the next story, this time from Walt Disney World News Today. More photo validation cameras added to Islands of Adventure entrance as technical rehearsals continue. These new photo validation scanners would replace the previous system where you used a finger scan to enter the park. Now, we have covered this on a previous story, but what's significant here is that they're ramping this program up even further, and we know just how vital this program is going to be for Epic Universe once it opens. Operations managers there have the idea of opening portions of the park to establish a retail corridor in the middle of the park, while other areas of the park are restricted to people who have actually purchased a day ticket. So how they delineate between people who actually bought a ticket and people who are just coming in off the street? Well, it will be this photo validation system. Last October, the new themed ticket scanners were installed at Islands of Adventure, with the goal being to eventually add the facial recognition cameras to them. The scanners at Universal Studios Florida were also updated and have a spot for photo validation cameras to be installed. Guests can still opt out of the process and show a photo ID to validate their ticket instead. Universal Studios is really kind of doubling down on this photo validation tech, and well, that's got a lot of people kind of concerned here about privacy and other issues related to, biometric scanning for these parks and having to use those systems to access other areas. Let us know what you think about this story in the comments below.
Number 7.
Hello, and did you know that the Walt Disney Company is quickly becoming the king of floppage in the year 2023? So badly so that they have managed to take over that top 10 in all of cinematic history, dominating it in just 12 months. Let's click on the article right here on thatparkplace.com. Disney had 5 of the worst flops in all of history. In 2023 alone, The Marvels is just one of many. You can see here, this was the list prior to 2023. Heaven's Gate, Cutthroat Island, John Carter, Ishtar, the list goes on and on. But Disney has kicked many of those out. With what? Well, let's find out here on thatparkplace.com. Strange World, Indiana Jones, The Dial of Destiny, The Little Mermaid, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, and now The Marvels. All 5 of those films lost so much money that they go in the top 10. The Flash also lands in the top 10, which means that in 2023, movie theaters have discovered that studios are divorced from what audiences want to such a degree that in 1 year, they have managed to knock out 6 of the total films that were at one time considered to have been the worst investments ever, the kind of movies that forced studios to close and changed franchises forever. It's happened 5 times from Disney and 1 time from Warner Brothers this year. This has been an incredible year, and not in the way that entertainment wanted it to be so.
All right, that's the end of another daily countdown here on That Park Place. Vash, how do you think we did?
I think we did pretty well, Jonas. Thank you so much for putting that together.
No problem. And by the way, do you want to tell people about what's going on That Park Place by talking about WDW Pro's live stream?
Well, we are telling everybody to tune into Pro's channel to follow a big announcement that we have, and it's gonna be a big one, guys. I think we'll have a big announcement for you guys that you want to definitely tune into, and we're gonna be covering the fallout on tomorrow's live stream. If you're watching this on Monday, on Tuesday morning, where we will be talking about that big announcement and more stories that you guys will certainly enjoy.
Folks out there are tired, very tired of the media corporate narrative dominating the landscape and it being completely and utterly divorced from reality. And we're about to bring back reality. We are about to put entertainment underneath the microscope of common sense once more.
All right. And Pro, do you have anything else you want to throw in before we wrap this up?
Keep learning, keep growing, and keep having fun.
For all the news that should be fun.
Thanks for watching That Park Place News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.